Zero and the Search for Effective Zen, Episode 18. Can we now summarize the Buddhist path? Imagine knowing, deep in your bones, that everything changes, and yet finding yourself still chasing a permanent end to suffering. Or understanding that there's no such thing as a separated self, and yet still thinking that you alone are responsible for waking up. Wait. What? Yeah. Welcome to the paradox-powered roller coaster of the Buddhist path. Let's break it down. Recall that every successful journey needs three things: a destination, a path, and a map of the monsters hiding in the bushes. And today we want to summarize the Buddhist path. There are two ways we can approach this. The first, high level, and the second, low level. Let's start with the high level approach, where things are, perhaps, ideal. The path begins with a personal dilemma and then a hunch, a vision, a wild guess about what's going on or not going on. And maybe you hear something in a Dharma talk or read a Zen story that sparks a question you didn't even know you had. And then you start examining these questions and testing the answers against your actual experience. If the guess holds up, it becomes knowledge. It's not a knowledge of facts. It's not about philosophy. But this knowledge is reflected as the best explanation for the problem at hand. Still, it's not enough. You keep testing and refining your understanding. If needed, you burn it all down and start over. And one day, if you're persistent enough, you don't just know, you know that you know. And now, you embody. Your explanation is complete. The Buddha called this purified knowledge. The truth that walks, breathes, and makes tea. Now, let's zoom in, because the Buddha didn't just leave us hanging on the ideal. In his first discourse, he gave us 4 gates. A blueprint to get us from the initial dilemma to complete understanding. Gate 1, Equanimity. You pass through the first gate with the experience of stillness. Stillness with a capital S. Not chilling on the couch. We're talking the experience of unshakable mountain-in-a-hurricane stillness. Gate 2, Direct Knowledge. Every teacher presents the Dharma in terms of a distinct framework, and you pass through this gate by fully deciphering your teacher's framework. For the Buddha, that framework was suffering. For other teachers, maybe clarity, or compassion, or joy. Doesn't matter, your job is to understand it completely. Like a map burned into your brain. Gate 3, Self-Awakening. Here's where the teaching gets real. You don't just understand the framework, you're able to assert it. If the path is about ending suffering, you end it. If the path is about clarity, you become clear. You don't just see the far shore, you cross over to it with the simple matter of will. But nope, you're still not done. Gate 4, Unbinding. This is the final gate. You pass through this gate by completely reconciling the notion of a self. And in doing so, you inevitably realize infinite mind. You stop walking the path and start being it. Call it the norm, the way, the Tao. You're not following a trail anymore. You and the trail are one. So, we've got the gates. One last look at what we are actually doing along the way. Initially, we are striving to experience the reality of stillness. Next, we start working to fully understand our teacher's framework. Third, we learn to command the far shore. Fourth, we strive to reconcile the self. And last, there is the simple matter of manifesting the norm. That's it. That's the Buddhist path. It's not fast. It's not easy. But if you're serious about this whole enlightenment thing, it's the only one that matters. And for the next episode, what obstacles should we expect on the Buddhist path?